Hello everyone, and welcome to this deep dive into words and their meanings. Today, we are going to talk about a concept that feels familiar to all of us, but one we might never have truly understood: compassion. When we think of CI or compassion, your mind probably jumps to images of being gentle, kind, and loving. Right, a very soft kind of feeling. But if I told you that the material we receive today is about to completely overturn that impression? Exactly. This material is actually a fascinating dialogue between a master and a disciple. They are studying a section of the Maharatna Kutta Sutra concerning the perfection of great loving kindness. The core of their conversation is a redefinition of the word Xia, moving it from a simple emotion to a master key. And this key opens doors that might shock you. It leads to discipline, wisdom, and even a kind of unstoppable forward momentum, like a cheat code for life. Our mission today is to follow this dialogue and unzip the concept of CI to see the incredible power hidden inside. What's most interesting about this material is how it peels back layers like an onion. You'll see how CI is deeply connected to precepts, wisdom, arrogance, and even diligence. It shows us that CI is actually the fundamental entry point of all practice and its ultimate goal. Are you ready? Let's begin. The first layer, the gateway to discipline. Let's start with the first and most surprising connection. The text opens by quoting the sutra: compassion is the gateway through which all Sila discipline, precepts proceeds. This sounds a bit abstract. My first reaction was, if I have to follow the rules, I'll just follow them. Why must I enter through the gate of compassion? Can't I just be disciplined? That is a great question, and it's the first point we need to unpack. We usually view precepts or rules as restrictions. Don't do this, don't do that. But the master in the dialogue explains that the fundamental purpose of discipline is the exact opposite. It is to ensure we can leave suffering and attain happiness. It's not meant to limit you, it's meant to protect you. It's like traffic laws. Red lights and green lights seem to restrict you, but they exist to protect the safety of everyone on the road, including you. So, if you act out of CI, meaning you truly wish for yourself and others to find peace and happiness, you will understand the gentleness and wisdom behind these rules. Your motivation shifts from forced obedience to proactive protection. If you lack this motivation, discipline becomes blind and rigid, and you might even use rules as a weapon to judge others, losing the original point entirely. The second layer, the power of recognition. Now, the next point was, honestly, hard for me to grasp at first. The text says, compassion can manifest the power of kshanti, patience, endurance. My image of patience is turning the other cheek, taking a hit without hitting back. That feels weak. How is that a power? This is the most critical turning point in the decoding process. The master completely redefines patience. He says the essence of the power of patience is not enduring humiliation, but rather the power of correct recognition. That is a massive difference. The master uses a vivid metaphor. If you don't know which mushrooms are poisonous and you pick a bright-colored one just because it looks good, you'll eventually poison yourself. Why? Because you didn't recognize it. This ability to precisely distinguish right from wrong, benefit from harm, and truth from falsehood, that is patience. And this ability is the true foundation of a weakening body. True compassion isn't about being a pushover. It must be built on wisdom. You must accurately recognize what brings true peace and what is just a sugar-coated poison. If your compassion lacks this recognition, you might be helping someone in a way that actually harms them. The master is very direct. If a fool claims to have compassion, it's not just a joke, it's a scam. Why? Because he doesn't even know what true happiness is or how to achieve it. He might offer what he thinks is kindness, but the result is a disaster. The third layer, dissolving arrogance. If the foundation of CI is this wisdom of seeing the truth, it naturally changes a person's attitude. This is where the text discusses arrogance. The sutra says, compassion can distance one from all pride and self-importance. If you have the wisdom of recognition, you clearly see that arrogance is a form of self-harm that leads directly to suffering. A person truly seeking happiness wouldn't do something that hurts themselves. Only a fool who hasn't seen the truth would do that. This echoes the student's observation: the higher someone's cultivation, the humbler they become. It's those with little cultivation who act like the Empress Dowager, putting on grand airs. The master even gave a personal example. He explained why he doesn't always wear his monk's robes. to avoid using the robes to feed his own pride. This challenges a common formalistic view. Many think being a monk is about chanting and wearing specific clothes. But the master says if these external forms become tools for your ego, they lose their meaning and become harmful. The purpose of studying scriptures is to grasp the meaning and apply it, not to be a human power performing for others. The fourth layer, unstoppable momentum. Now we come to what I think is the most exhilarating point. Compassion can initiate unshakable diligence virya. Unshakable is explained as being single-minded, focused without any distraction. Imagine a supercar with only a gas pedal and no brakes, driving on a wide, flat highway with no detours. You just fly forward. You don't need to brake. You don't need to look at signs. You just go. Where does this power come from? It comes from your deep understanding of and longing for the ultimate happiness that Xilai represents. The master asks, if you were 100% certain that a specific place held a massive fortune, real, undeniable wealth, would you hesitate? Would you feel tired? Of course not. You run there with everything you've got. When you use wisdom to recognize that Xilai points to the most ultimate, stable, and true happiness, your drive to reach it becomes unstoppable. You don't need anyone to whip you because it's what you want most. People who are dilly-dallying or stagnant are simply people who don't yet believe. They are still attracted to the fake happiness of worldly pleasures, which is like digging holes for themselves and then trying to climb out. The fifth layer, the cleaning station. Finally, we see that Xilai is also the root of samadhi, meditative concentration. To get the purest happiness, you must first liberate yourself from worldly interference. Samadhi isn't just focus, it's a state where sensory grime starts to fall away. The text says, thoughts and appearances are dust, emotions and consciousness are grime. Since birth, thoughts, imaginations, and emotional patterns have covered our pure nature like layers of filth. In meditation, as the mind quiets down, this grime falls off. When it's gone, our original wisdom, that power of recognition, is revealed. Samadhi is a cleaning station on the highway to compassion. But this requires hearing and holding the teachings. Why? Because you need to know exactly how many types of afflictions, greed, anger, ignorance, etc. exist within yourself and others. Like a doctor with a medical manual, you must understand the pathology to provide the right cure. Conclusion, the positive loop. Let's connect all the threads. We've seen that Xilai compassion is the motivation. We seek ultimate happiness. The foundation, it requires the wisdom of recognition, patience. The result, it naturally removes self-harming pride. The engine, it creates unstoppable drive, diligence. It's a perfect positive loop. Your desire for happiness, compassion, drives you to gain wisdom. The growth of wisdom makes you move faster and more steadily toward that ultimate happiness. At the end of the dialogue, the master says something very sobering. You are desperately smearing grime on your shelves with one hand, while asking with the other how you can get clean faster. This isn't just Buddhism, it's life. When you get frustrated in traffic today, that frustration is smearing grime. When you feel jealous of someone on social media, that is smearing grime. The question for you is, in your daily life, are there habitual thoughts or emotional reactions that are actually adding grime to your heart? Try using the power of recognition to observe just one of them. See if you can realize that it's not a necessity, but a self-made burden you can choose to put down.